to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Oh, they just set the tone right there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Going up top. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 15-0. Well, not content with a first-quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the left hash. A chip shot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Detroit! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. D. Ford in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with a fullback line. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. And give him a gain of 37.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Newton escaping the pressure right. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. Here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing is Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him for a loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Newton. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff looking right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
He's going to get it running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Hey, hey. Look at her.
Here's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Gone! Detroit! Leopard!
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5-9. I got you. Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. To Michelle on the dump off. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
No, Jack, Patriot!
minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. To throw on second down, Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll check this one down to Michelle, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
Muscles by at the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
No. Check. Patriot!
This time, Jackson will throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And Owen coughed it up. And the Panthers have recovered. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So we've come upon the divisional round matchup. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Newton now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Newton. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football. I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll try the air now with Newton. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Barkevius Mingo in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's West. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench to Michelle on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Penny, the first down carry, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Michelle on the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now Hundley. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Again, it's Michelle. And past the 30, down to about the 27. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The 13 yards that time and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down. throwing, Hundley. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the ball.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Hundley now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. A give. This is Michel, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third down and 12. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the ground, Michel looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line. In on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And it's Michel once again. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Penny on the counter. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. D. Ford getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. From the 50, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Michelle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I don't wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. With it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off.